Hey everybody, Buffcheese here, and welcome back to Shattered World. Now, last episode I decided how I was going to sort of solidify my gains in this life so it passes over to my children when I move on. And I've worked out the way I'm going to do it. I am going to move my capital to... Have I thought this through? Yes, I have. I can move my capital to Odebion, which is the capital of my Bavarian duchy. Then, because the religion is Catholic, I will be able to convert to Catholicism through that. Also, possibly through concubines, which is one way of doing it. In fact, I could take another concubine, and that's the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to put her aside, and then look through my prisoners for a charming 37-year-old concubine, Theodorada, and I can convert to Catholicism through this. But I'm going to wait. Actually, lose 500 prestige and gain piety. So what do I... Let me just go through this in my head just before I do this. So to create the kingdom, I need... Actually, no, if I created Bohemia, I would need 200 gold, 200 piety. I have lots of piety. I'm going to gain more piety. So, and then I need to create one of the duchies itself. 100 gold, 300 gold I need. I can borrow 300 gold from the Jews. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. Convert to Catholicism. There we go. All the borders have changed now. So now I should be able to borrow from Jewish merchants. What duchy do I want to create? Bavaria, Tyrol, Carinthia, or Bohemia itself? And which kingdom do I want to create? Do they have the same cost? Let's have a look. Yes, same cost. So the same cost. Bavaria is more powerful. And that is what I'm currently going for. Yes, I'm going to go for Bavaria, but I'm going to create two duchies. I'm going to create the Duchy of Bohemia. And how much does it cost to create found a new kingdom? 300 gold, yes, and I need prestige, which I don't have, so that's not going to happen. So what I will instead do is create the Duchy of Bavaria. Kingdom of Bavaria. And you know what? What I can also do is expel the Jews. Expel the Jews, goodbye. They should go to the crown. That does not give me anywhere near enough money to do what I wanted to do. Okay, so my plan was to create two kingdoms. Bavaria and Bohemia. And then have them split, which will be fun. And then see what happens after. But no, this is fine too. However, all my sons will not like me particularly much because I am an infidel. But that's fine because I'm just going to convert. I can't because I need... Capital is Christian... Convert the local thing. All farmers. I need at least 1,000 prestige to do so. So that's fine. Cool. So, yeah. That's gone well. Now my realm will not completely disappear once I die. Which is always good. So I've made a mark on the thing. And, of course, it won't be Christian forever because my heir is a Slav. So that's all fine. A strong Slav. So there we go. I'm going to rush this down because... YOLO. We'll lose some troops. Doesn't really matter. 93% war score. Let's go kill his army. And then he started a war with a true Slav. His betrayal led me to lose faith with the Slavic faith and with Jarillo. So that turned me to the Christian god. So it's his fault, really. So he's going to be welcomed back into the bosom of a heretic. And it's all his fault. And you are going to surrender now, aren't you? Yes, you do. So there we go, my rival. So, can I revoke his title? I can. Oh, okay. So I'm going to do so. I'm going to revoke your titles. And I'm going to revoke your second title as well. Even though that... Oh, no, I can't, apparently. That's fine. So instead I'm going to ransom you. Which will give me a little bit more money. I've lost all my troops, however. That's something to be aware of. Independence is now a big problem. Because everyone hates me. And yes, wrong government type. Am I feudal now? No. These are other people then. Oh, that's the thingy. Yes, infidel. I'm gonna try and Which one of these can I imprison? I'm going to go full tyrant to hold this all together for now. So my marshal needs to go to... Who was being a problem? This guy. You can be imprisoned. It didn't work. Okay. So... You can be imprisoned. Did not work either. You can be imprisoned? Oh, and he's been... Oh, I've just let him go. That's an error. You can be imprisoned? No. You can be imprisoned, maybe? Ah, well. This is not working. Why do I keep going? It's such a bad idea, and I'm still doing it. That's fine. I've almost... If I can imprison one person, I need to control... Okay. So, if I imprison one more person, and they do... I can imprison this guy without any problems. Olumak. Ah, no, I can't. So, yeah. If I try and imprison someone, it doesn't work, then I no longer have the land necessary to form the Kingdom of Bohemia, which is obviously a problem. So, my strategy of doing that has not worked out one bit. However, I will try and call my vassals in, and they're not going to answer me. So, I'm just going to let this play out. This is... What if I surrender? If I surrender, I abdicate to my son, and that will be the end of this character. But all my realm stays together. Ah, well, I'm just going to let it pan out. See if I die before that happens. I can create several duchies. I'm going to save... I'm going to see if I can save up for Bohemia. Create that, maybe. Maybe I can imprison this guy. No. Anyone I can ransom? No. Not so far. There's so many... I've got so many prisoners. It's actually disgusting. Anyone I can imprison, buy indulgent for the sins. That's not going to happen. Raise tribal army. No, 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 no. Nothing that will benefit me whatsoever. So I'm calling this guy to arms in the hope that he will say yes. He probably won't. Did he say no? Yeah, he's refused to call. Cool. Ah, well, that's going to happen. So, oh, I've got so much. I'm going to up my military organization, I think. So who is going to inherit this kingdom? It will be this guy. High Chieftain. Imprison the heathen. Aha! Imprison her. Then ransom for 25 gold. I can't put anyone in command of my court chaplaincy because no one is a Catholic. And I'm going to probably get assassinated soon. Yeah, no one can go there, so then someone else can be educated. Anyone to ransom? Nope. Ah, well. It's not the end of the world. I'm agonizingly close to forming the Second Kingdom. So that's what I'm going to hope I can do before I cop it. And then just see exactly what happens between... Although I could just... I don't have to necessarily, but then what's the fun? What's the fun in having so many sons? And a concubine. She dislikes me quite a bit, doesn't she? Abductor, Tyrant, yeah, she's not a fan. Right, okay, cool. This is all fine. What is this? You both want to go against me. I will not be... I shouldn't have done that. I wanted to say yes to that. But that's fine. So basically all of Bohemia is now against me. So what I'm going to do here is surrender. Spymaster, no. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with that. Oh! I can ask for money! Request money, no. Free investiture. I can't change that. I want to, but I can't. Why can't I? Normally it gives you the option. Maybe you have to be feudal. You must be feudal. That must be the thing. So because I'm free investiture, he's not going to say yes, is he? Request money. Free investiture, no. He really needs to like me if that's going to happen. So I'm going to invite a holy man to court, who will then be him, and he can improve religious relations with the Pope. And see, maybe, if he can give me enough money. Alternatively, he'll tell me to imprison someone, and then I can do so. And... oh, maybe this will give me money. No, I don't get any money for that. Damn, I was hoping I'd get a dowry there, but no. Pretty sure they changed that. So my thing is to amass wealth. That's not going to work. Yeah, so I'm pretty screwed. This character is not the most popular person in the world, but he has forged an empire of sorts. So there is that. And I mean, what's the Slavic? I was nowhere near the holy site, so I wasn't able to go for the reformation of the faith, which would have been a nice target. That will probably be if I'm ever one of the others. If I end up like Tengri or even Remover, Germanic, any of them would be great fun to try and reform. They better not use it. That's a point. Is Nantes... No, Nantes is Breton. Ah, okay. I was hoping there might be a thing there. Question Peter. Pay back the money you stole. 5 gold! Yes! That's gonna go far. How about the Oubliette? Right, I'm so close to being able to form this second kingdom. But I do not have any money. And no one to ransom for the money. You can be Marshal. You can be Spy Master. So, everyone hates me because I'm a horrible person. But it's fine. I'll get over it. And I think, well, tyranny, tyranny, tyranny. So all of those will end when I die. So my son will not have to deal with that, which is something. I just need to see if I can actually form the kingdom. That'd be nice. Yeah, they're just taking money from me, which is obviously not great. They're fully occupying all of the land. This entire country is being taken on. And they're not hostile to each other, obviously, because they're all for the same thing. Okay, we've improved relations with this guy, who that is pissing in the wind, really. Let's be honest here, that's not going to work. You should start improving relations with the Pope, I think. There's no one. My steward can't collect taxes anyway, so it's fine. You should be settled. You should settle the tribe, I think. Try and get everyone Bohemian. See how well that goes. One of the best features of tribal is the ability to settle tribe and change culture, because the tribal mechanics are a bit, not tribal mechanics, culture mechanics are a bit opaque to see exactly how to get things moving. And there's certain things like whatever CB you use to conquer the land. If it's tribal invasion, it gets a boost to the culture. If it's other invasions, it also gets a boost. If it's de jure or you inherit it, you don't get a boost. So it can be a bit difficult to get your culture prevalent, or prevalent, if you want to say it correctly. And obviously, imprison the heathen. Oh, yes! Yes, yes, yes! No, he has no money. He can't ransom himself out. No, that's no use. Banish. Yeah, no. Cool, well, whatever, he's imprisoned. More people on my thing. Do you have money? That's the key thing. Do you have enough money to pay yourself out? You do. Passau has become Bohemian. Great stuff. Bohemian will spread. It is the true way of life. I've improved relations with the Pope. Popey Pope. Popey Pope is on 91. Request money. You are not going to budge because of free investiture, which I can't change. I want to, Pope. I want to, but I can't. Give me a reason to arrest him. Imprison. Where are you? Shaman in freezing. Is this Odebayern? That's there. So if I put my marshal in my capital, go to this guy, try and imprison. 51%. No, he's raised his flag. Bugger. Bugger, 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 bugger. Right, there's no one I can raise anywhere because of these rebellions. Allow the duel. I should have... No, one of them's banished, one isn't in prison. No one that can be ransomed is there. No, because everyone I've captured is landless now because I captured them when I was in the middle of the thing. Full independence. Are you kidding? I will not be blackmailed. Hang on. He's the he's just the Chief of Ulm. Could grant him landed titles. I'm not going to do so. Yeah, okay, fine. You can be independent if you want. But that was a bit of a silly thing for you to do, because I'm pretty sure I will then have a claim on it. Yep, which will be inherited by my successor. And there's the Viking Age has begun. Very nice. So hopefully I'll get them. Oh yes, and here's someone I can imprison and then ransom for 25 gold. I'm losing money because of the you know, occupation. So I can't actually form the kingdom. Which is unfortunate. And now I'll bring him back to my council to keep me safe. Even though he is the guy who absolutely despises me. Request money? No, because of free investiture. I can't change it. It's horrible. Free investiture is... I think even with free investiture, you should be able... Even if you're... Only if you're at like 100 opinion or something. That's the only way I can think of it. And I think it's just started raining, so apologies if you can hear that. But hopefully not. I'm going to nominate someone for taking over, and I think it'll be this guy. It's probably the best. Now, yeah, there's no factions because everyone who hates me is currently already at war with me, so it's not a problem. And once I lose one of these, I'm on 99%. I'm about to have to change character because my rule will end. Which is fine, because then my heir will take over, and he is Slavic, and he will just have a great time. So, yeah, this is going to be fun. 99%, 99%, 99%. All very close to finishing. Everyone's on 99%, but will they... They can't. It started in 791. 36 months. Okay, literally 2 more months, and then they'll win. It's capped at that because they haven't actually fought any of my armies because I haven't raised any. So, in a couple of months, they'll then all hit 100%, and I will end this rule, and then move on to the next one. And there we go, 100%, so they're about to enforce demands. I'm now playing as my son, and Bohemia has split. Because, oh, of course, because tribal and elective Gavelkind, it means that it's already created anyway. So, that is fine. Just to see what happens. I mean, I thought they'd all give in. I mean, what happens if I surrender all of these? I know technically I'm not giving up when I said I'd give up. So then it's split to back to me. Cool. Well, that's one way of getting all my land back. Definitely up there. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect to come back to this guy. I could just keep surrendering and be back and forth. So yeah, technically I'm kind of cheating now, but that's fine. It's all fine. Because now I can actually... Can I declare war on him? Do I have a strong claim on Bohemia? No, I don't. Oh well. But yes, I'm going to actually play this out until I die then. And there we go. Oh no, I haven't died. That was just the end of the thing. So there we go. I've run out of revolts to lose to. So I will end this thing here. So we'll save it. For those of you who didn't watch my Living Random Lives, you save the game. I then resign. I then load it up. And see exactly who I'm going to be playing as next. So here we are. This is at the home screen. Obviously, Bavaria is there. Bavaria and Bohemia are the two biggest realms in the world at the moment, apart from maybe Kangli over there. But this is how it is going to go. I am going to click random, and I've decided that if on some off chance I end up as a vassal, I'll continue on. If I end up as another Slavic, I will continue on. Ideally, I want to get a new religion, new culture. And if it's pagan, I want to be able to be in a position where I can try and reform. So let's click random. Oh, well that'll do. The Chief of Novgorod, which is actually perfect, because that's one of the holy sites for Suomenescu, which he is. Cool. No, I'm Slavic. I thought I was Suomenescu. Oh well, that's fine. I said that's one of the holy sites. I'll go back on that. I'm going to go and try and reform the Slavic faith. So, that is what I'm going to do. I'm coming up to the end of the episode. What is my position at the moment? I have my thing become King of Rus. That gives me free expansion on all of my neighbours who are part of Rus. So at the very least, I'll form the Kingdom of Rus and see exactly what I can do then. So, let's go for it. Who should I go to war with first? I have a lot of troops, to be fair. 842. Ladoga is also pretty powerful. But if I go for Toropets, subjugation. So we'll do that. Raise up all my troops across the border. I'm leading that. Then my son. And then him. And I can call my vassals in, apparently my allies. Who are they? Who am I married? Roslavl and Plot are both my allies, which is all good. Am I going to cross a river? Yes. Will they get away? Yes, they will. They'll get to Vitebsk, which is over there. Vitebsk has a river crossing between nowhere, but that I'm going through. So if I go through Vitebsk, Toropets, and then to Vitebsk, I keep saying Vitebsk, and it's sounding like it's not real world anymore. But anyway, I will end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.